Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT with Legacy Arc Games, and we are back. And not only are we back, but we are back to Horizon's Gate. Yes, I just could not stay away from this one. I had to play it again, and this time around, we are going to be playing using the New Game Plus options we unlocked at the end of our first playthrough. Now, on the first playthrough, we went 109.7 hours, and we didn't even do everything there was to be done. So this time around, well, we're going to shake things up. We're going to try new jobs, try a new kingdom, try much more naval combat, all kinds of different things we're going to do. And this time we also go in with a little more story knowledge since we just finished up playing Voidspire Tactics. And if you guys want to go and watch our series on that, there's a whole playlist, 23 episodes, lots of fun. Definitely worth your time to get it if you're interested. So that said, shall we get started? I just want to bring up the chat here. Come on, chat. Okay, I think we have chat. Sorry guys, just one second.
I had to come slightly closer to here than I normally would because it was a
Oh, things never go quite right. Okay. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry about that, guys. If you would like to say hello, well, please do. I have chat up, and I love to hear from you guys in the stream, whether you are new, whether you are one of our regulars. Please feel free to say hello, ask any questions, contribute any comments. I welcome all of it. And I'd love to have the very, very vibrant community surrounding these games on the channel. What's another one of those things about it that really drew me back? So let's get started. No, not continue. I got used to that. New game. So who's here tonight? I'm thinking is New Game Zero, Carlos, anyone who is usually here. Are you here? Hey, Game Zero, I knew you'd be here. If you're not here, then it's the apocalypse, I know. So, interesting question for you, Game Zero. And, well, not really question so much as opinion, really. We're creating our new character for season 2 of Horizon's Gate, and we're going to use, if we want to, the New Game Plus options, which means all the races, so we can pick whatever we want. Which one would you pick if you were to pick one? Just wondering. You like graven people. Those are the die cast, are they not? And this was the race of Ekrost in Voidspire. Kind of surprised by their bonuses. I would think he's they're more magically inclined, but not exactly. The HP boost, yes, that is definitely good. Plus 10 max MP, that's not bad. Plus 1 to defenses is not bad, and in fact one of our heroes in the first playthrough was a Baralk. Did very well. Farron, plus 3 magic defense, plus 15 magic evasion. Definitely our anti-magic heroes. Xyla, lizard-like humans. Bristling with toxic spines. Poison melee attackers, that's interesting. And plus 10 resist versus ranged attacks. And if you're new to the stream, we do a lot of thinking on this stream. We like to look at the options. So let's see. These guys get a plus 1 to physical and magical attack. Plus 35% resist versus back attacks. That's not bad. Crub. I like the Crub. Plus 2 physical defense, of course. Immune to itchy, immune to wet. 30% weakness versus electricity. And the die cast, the favorite of Game 0. They get plus 8 max HP. I thought it was plus 10. It's plus 8. And 30% weakness versus ice. I can really only think of like 1 or 2 places that are very, very cold in this game. So that's not a huge weakness. Man, that is tough. Yeah, right. Plus 10 HP in Voidspire they have. Kind of like Wildairy, but I don't know. These guys look kind of funny. I'm not sure about those, honestly. Well, if they're supposed to be half stone, well, that looks more like half stone to me. Game Zero says, Fest, Xyla, Wildairy and Diecast are his favorite races, Scurio as well. I was kind of thinking of doing, for the hero anyway, like a mix of swashbuckler and tactician, maybe. Because when we were playing Voidspire Tactics, it sort of brought me around on guns and crossbows and stuff. So I've been thinking about that for our main character. I don't know if anybody really suits that in particular in terms of the races, but I feel like we should play one of the new ones, because hey, it's season 2. It's New Game Plus season. Okay, slow races use the now skill better. So we don't want anyone fast. So like a Wild Dairy or Diecast. I think it's between Wild Dairy and Diecast for me. I guess, man, tough call. Would be easier if I could see the outfits on them. Huh. I know that's shallow, but yeah, I like to see my heroes look cool. What do you think, Diecast or Wild Dairy for that idea, Game Zero? You're only deciding the next 30 episodes of who is our hero? No pressure. But you've stuck with me through 2 series now, so I really must give you the honor. I am surprised, by the way, to not see Carlos back for Horizon's Gate. Hopefully he'll find his way back to the stream. Okay, we'll go for the diecast. And creatively enough, he'll be named JT. Here we go. The storm is really picking up, Commodore. This is looking bad. All hands on deck. Hey, watch it. Stay on task, sailor. This storm came out of nowhere. It's more intense than any I've seen. We'll weather it. Stay focused. As you say, Commodore. Fire! There's a fire below decks. I'm on it. Vong, Mira, with me. Yes, ma'am. Commodore, look! Is that? Yeah, what is it? Oh, a ship is upon us. Pirates! At a time like this? Ha! Enjoying the storm, Dominio dogs. Courtesy of Lagan, yours truly. I was supposed to have the storm cutter blast you all to bits, but I'd hate to waste all of that fine cargo. Why don't you all just lay down and let's do this the easy way? Call off the storm. Well, wait, you were supposed to? Did someone hire you? You're asking me questions, really? I don't think you understand the position you're in, so let me demonstrate. I wonder if you could win this fight. Actually, let me undo that. Jump up behind him. But don't just stand down there, you. Make your way up here. Ah, now I can't reach him. Arrgh. Tch, this is taking far too long. Once the captain goes down, the rest will follow. Oh, uh, hey, let's not do anything rash now. Willing to answer questions now? Yes, Rah! Vong's here and ready to fight. Who wants some? Ha 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 ha. Later, fools. And back to their ship. They're running away? Huh? You fell over again? Everyone after them. I was just typing a message to the developer. He says that he's hoping we enjoy our second Horizons Gate run. So I am half made of stone. Very interesting. And actually, thinking on it, I'm going to collect these planks of lumber for later. Not too long from now, actually. Okay, we didn't miss anything there. Gotta remember to use the journal in this game. I've gotten used to Void Spire where it's just, thematic information, but in this, well, we actually get a reward for looking around. My head. Oh, it's you. So there were other survivors. Have you seen anyone else? I haven't seen anyone besides you. Although I did just wake up a bit ago, so I'm gonna go look for survivors. You stay put here. I got some gold. Look at the gold. Well, there's definitely more. Game Zero says that he thinks looking at things for the journal is more important in this game than the others. I can only speak for Void Spire because I haven't played Alvora yet, but well, I would definitely say there's a lot more theme to be found. Plus, here in Void Spire, or not Void Spire, Horizons Gate, we also have rewards for using the journal. Can look at the most mundane things, and sometimes it can be worth money. Rossman, human scurio, JT, you're alive. Give me a hand here. Don't let either of them get away. And by the way, for those of you who were watching the debut of the Outer Wilds series last night, yes, just like during one of those Void Spire episodes, I ignored the fact that I was getting really tired and needed to sleep, and I kept streaming, and I fell asleep during the stream. But it wasn't as long this time, so I finished the stream. I woke up and finished the stream. So, yeah, that's dedication. But I promise I won't fall asleep here. Wow, suddenly I'm the popular target. Victory! Thank you, JT, and thank goodness you survived the shipwreck. Those thugs jumped me while I was checking out this trail. I think they're with the pirates who attacked us. Go ahead and grab their equipment. I'm sure we'll need it. I wonder what kind of weapon I'll use. I don't know. But for now, either of these is better than what we had. Okay. I think Reeve went further ahead. We should try to catch up with her before those pirates find her. Did you see any other survivors? Nobody besides Vong and Reeve. Actually, I was sort of in and out of consciousness after the lightning struck, but I'm pretty sure Reeve saved me and Vong. I remember being dragged ashore before passing out again. She headed up the path not long after I came to. I couldn't rouse Vong, so I tried to follow her, and here we are. Well, let's head out then. Right, oh, by the way, you've earned some XP from that fight. We know about that. No job classes quite yet, but I might just save up for smelling salts, see if I get there. But I don't know. For those of you wondering, the lumber will be useful in getting to something a little bit later. And yes, we need a fair bit of it. Don't remember how much. But now's as good a time as any to grab it. Hatchet. It's 5 versus 6. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a stash yet either. Ah. Ah, the rest of the drowned rats showed up. That should make cleanup easy. Don't get distracted, villain. Will you surrender and face judgment in the courts of Dominio? Don't make me laugh. You're vastly outnumbered, so just give in. And don't think of running either. I know this island like the back of me foot. There's no getting through that thick skull of his. JT, Bar, it's good to see you. Want to join me in showing these cowardly pirates some Dominion justice? With pleasure. Great. Watch closely, pirates, and see what happens to those who cross Dominio. I always wonder what job class Reeve is like here at the start and what weapon that is that she has. I mean, I think she's a Kraken Slayer. Don't recognize the weapon though. Yep, you are correct. She is a Kraken Slayer. I forgot I could hover over and see. Would also explain why she's a little nervous around the Crub village, as I recall. We'll just leave him there. And is she strong at the beginning? She said to use a dragon scimitar. I don't think I ever saw one of those in the original playthrough. Yet another thing to look for. So you got a warrior up there, and the rest are sailors. I'll hopefully leave the warrior to Reeve. Well, I'm gonna miss having all the class options at first, but this will be fun. Diecast is pretty cool looking already. Probably look better as a warrior though than the swashbuckler slash tactician I'm thinking of. And there's my dog, don't mind him. Oh wait, I forgot we didn't finish this one off. Oh, whoops. That's what I get for not paying attention. Victory! Or more like Reeve won the battle for us. Ha ha ha! So it goes with pirates. Well fought, you two. You do your country proud, as expected. Let's take this momentum and fight our way straight to that scoundrel Lagan. Sure, but let's not get too reckless. Yes, of course. Lead the way, Commodore. Of course, we can't actually see her gear while she's in, I guess you'd call it guest mode. Guest party member mode. To answer Game Zero's questions, no, I did not install any mods. Why do you ask? And also, I have to really decide now, since we've got our starting classes, what am I going to make this character? Hmm. Bar doesn't really matter. I mean, once we finish this area, he leaves. He's off on his own deal. Yeah, extra locations and feature mods would certainly be of interest to me, Game Zero, and I'm thinking about picking up my effort to make my own mod. Now that we're back in the familiar lands of Horizon's Gate. Wish we had the stash so we could take some of these items with us. No, well, the other chances. And here's one of those cases where we need number. Bridge the gap. Literally. And in we go in search of Lagan. Wow, now this is a proper pirate cove. How exciting. Exciting isn't the word I'd use. So let's pause for a moment here and see. We can get smelling salts from Sailor. It's really one of my favorite investments from that starting job of ours. You have so much to decide based upon, well, what we really want to make of this character. Do you think Swashbuckler and Tactician is a good combo, Game Zero? Or do you think we should maybe go for a heavy armor class like a Kraken Slayer, Ignis Knight, any of that stuff? Because last game our main character was a mage. Though we did have an Ignis Knight and a Kraken Slayer. Well, let's see. Yeah, I see they've nerfed quick hands, so we can no longer do our infinite bag of ammunition. Sadly. Tragic. But we're going to need Rogue and Sharpshooter for Swashbuckler, which means time in Scout. And for Tactician, we're going to need time in Gladiator and Brawler, with, of course, time in Warrior. So I think I'll start as Scout first. Why not? Although I wonder... Yeah, they do kind of look better as warriors, I have to say. Whoops. Okay, they have weird looking outfits, but we'll run with it. And I will use my Essence Stone wherever it went. Right here. Ah, he got smelling salts as well. Why not? Swashbuckler has the passive I want. Okay, so says Game Zero. So let's see, what should we maybe take before that? Because we've got a ways to go. just to get swashbuckler, much less tactician. Well, a medic is not bad, since we don't have healing spells. Well, anyway, I'm going to take first aid. I know either way it was handy to me first game. And then we'll continue on. Hold! JT, look! Have been working on further arrangements. Right, of course. That's the High Admiral of Dominio. Shh. I assume your operation went smoothly? Ha, certainly. I got a few bruises, but in the end they were blown completely to smithereens. Bruises? They should not have even seen you, let alone bruised you. Don't tell me you tried to board. Well, after the first few strikes, they were completely helpless. So I just thought I'd try and grab Lagan. I explicitly instructed you to do this completely undetected. Frankly, it's a miracle you weren't slaughtered. Even worse, you may have given them some time to escape. No worries. In fact, as we speak, my men are on the storm cutter, salvaging the wreck. My men know how to deal with any survivors. Lagan, I expect you to follow the rest of your orders to the letter. Of course. Not a soul will lay eyes on that door, don't you worry. See to it. I look forward to better news next time. I blew the damn thing up, so who cares? Descent in the ranks. I can't believe it. We've been betrayed by Dominio. They sent me off to be killed? Well, we can't go back to Dominio. If we tried to expose the Admiral, there's no way the courts would take our word over his. Remember what Lagan said. His ship and crew are out right now. If we act before they get back, maybe we could get some kind of leverage or something. Maybe we can find evidence against the Admiral. Right, something like that. Let's get moving. They could be back at any minute. Sorry guys, this is one of those games where you go a little bit crazy looking at all the things. because there's a researcher you'll meet in whichever kingdom you choose to align yourself with, who will pay you, well, quite nicely. For any interesting discoveries you make. And do remember to look at this store. It's rather a 3-star find, which is a very nice find for this early in the game. Is that the door that Lagan mentioned? He's not doing a great job of guarding it. Yeah. That reminds me. Commodore, you can look at objects with L to get more information about them. Well, thank you for breaking the fourth wall. You can sell that information to researchers later. You should look at this door just in case. I already did the look, but just in case the journal needs me to do it again, which it does not. Hold on, I think I see a letter on those shelves. Here it is. Let me read it. Shortly before dawn, JT's ship will pass just south of the cove. Use the Stormcutter's lightning to destroy it while remaining undetected. Ensure that there are no survivors. Your payment will be delivered shortly thereafter. There's no signature. This still isn't good enough as proof, is it? This can't be real. There's no way Dominio would just execute their own like this. I served 35 years in the Dominion Navy for flame's sake. And JT is a new Commodore with a spotless record. Yes, my record is spotless. This has to be some sort of pirate trick. No trick, mate. You. You Dominio dogs are all the same. Always think everything is about you, don't you? Sometimes a ship just needs to be sunk is all. What do you mean? Well, think about it. A ship manned by a promising young Commodore and an old war hero, ambushed and sunk by a greedy merchant house. Another treasonous of them, or rather treasonous of them, isn't it? Sounds like quite a scandal. And a disabled house won't get a vote in the courts, will it? That's madness. Planting this on some sort of, or planting this on one of the houses? Is the Admiral plotting some sort of coup? Heh, he never tells me the details. But now you little pawns see your place on the board. You pirate scum. Oof. Reeve. So glad I kept that old prototype cannon around. And you, JT. Foot's on the other hand now, isn't it? Don't struggle or you might cut yourself. And you, Bar, don't move a muscle or JT gets it. Just stay right there. Don't listen to him, Bar. Vong's here, and Vong, you as usual help by hurting. Oh, did I mess everything up again? On the contrary, you saved us. What? Thank Ansu. I thought we were all going to die. Vong, that was a hell of an entrance. What? Huh? But poor Reeve. Reeve, you're alive. Just barely. Not ready to keel over just yet. Don't move, you should rest. No time for that. Pirates will be back soon, remember? She's right, we should make our escape. Oh, I just remembered. On my way here, I saw a bunch of empty ships docked. We should definitely steal them. Right, let's go then. These are pretty small sailboats, but they'll get us to the nearest port. Plus, they're already loaded with supplies and gold. I think I'll take the one on the left there. We aren't sailing together? JT, I'm afraid not. It was an honor to serve as your navigator, brief as it was. I don't want anything more to do with Dominio or these pirates. I'm best off going alone from here. I'm sure you'll do just fine without me. Best of luck, Bar. These ships are a great find, aren't they? I've had it with the Navy. I'm taking this one and I'm gonna see the world. I'll become a world-famous trader. Just wait. Well, I'm sure you will. JT, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry, I really screwed things up. Bart told me what really happened, how it's my fault the ship was wrecked. Uh, Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, but because of me, Dar, Shanks, and Mira, well, I could sit here and cry about it, but we don't have the time. JT, do your best. Keep an eye on the famous trader charts or whatever, 'cause I'll be on there. So let's get out of here and make it happen. Which leaves this ship for us, methinks. And it's been so long, you'd think I'd remember. That's the last of the cargo taken care of. I had to get Bar and Vong to help me, but I think I'm good now. Well, how are you holding up? Don't worry, I've survived worse. Well, that might not be true, if we're being honest. It might be years before I can fight like I used to, if ever. But I won't give up. JT, I have to know. I have to find out why. What was worth betraying us for? Someday I'm coming back here to wreck those pirates and find out what's behind that door. I agree completely. Thank you, JT. I really appreciate that. Let me know when you're ready to set sail. Well, I'm ready. Well then, are you ready to set sail, Commodore? Let's go. I got a sailboat with 10 food and 1,200 gold. And so it begins. Our journey on the high seas. Ah, the open seas. I feel like I've been in that pirate cove for years. We should head to a safe port. Yeah, where'd my pointer go? There it is. Agreed. The ship is a bit of a clunker. Let's hit port and get a better one. If we follow the coast to the northwest, we should find a friendly port. But watch out for deep water. Sea monsters hide there. And we got all of our short and long-term goals in the journal. I'm reminded while you're on the map, you can still look at things. There we go, Port Midos. What a relief to make port. Let's visit the shipwright and get a proper ship. I'd recommend a caravel or a cog, personally. Alright, we need to buy a new one before we can transfer everybody off to sell the old one. What do you think we should do for our first ship, Game Zero? Thinking about maybe the panache? I don't know. I know I'm mispronouncing that, but hopefully not too badly. Well, for the best cargo, that would be a cog, which is not as, well, quite as suited to combat. So I do tend to do a lot of naval combat with this new playthrough. Panache has 28 cargo versus 40, so well, that's a loss of 12, which is pretty big, but not really much loss of hull. Get one more cannon with it, and overall it's better movement. Well, that's true. With more cargo, we can, as Game Zero says, do some trading to get easy money and get more ships. So we'll start off with the cog. And it shall be named the Legacy. And we'll sell the sailboat. need a crew member, only 10 gold up front and 1 a day after. Well, I do like the masked people. Well, why don't you come along with us for a while? Deal, you won't regret it. We'll recruit Hager, but I'm gonna go another game not using him. Oi, belay there, mate. You looking for work? I see you just fit yourself with a nice new ship. Wager you'll need new blood to handle that, and I'm just the thing for it. We do need more crew, Commodore. Sounds good to me. Of course, if you don't like the look of this guy, we can always hire crew from the cafe. An easy 10 gold. That with 1 gold a day thereafter. What do you say? Alright. Alright, that's the best purchase you'll ever make, mate. Now we're pals, why not let's head to the cafe. Drink to the start of a new voyage. If this is just an excuse to get a cheap drink out of us. Never. Hager's promise is as good as gold. And my suggestion's as good as silver. But the call is yours, Commodore. Well, we do always want to keep morale up, so we want to eat the local specialty. You know, man, if only I had known at the beginning about this, the fact that these bags here actually had things you could buy in them, and similar containers around the shops. I did not know for the longest time. Okay. Okay, just sorting our inventory here, sorry. Now you want to buy some food. Which is pricey at this point, but we didn't have any to start with, really. And yeah, we don't have cannons on our ship either, but we're going to be focusing on trade for at least a little bit, or running missions for the guild, which can lead to exciting things, combat and adventuring and so forth, so that will make for good viewing. I was thinking of getting into trading. They say you can earn money just by buying a trade good and taking it pretty much anywhere. That's not really true. You really need to take them, these things specific places, or else you're gonna lose money rather than gain it. Except for a few things like gold bullion and stuff like that. That'll generally sell for good money. Okay, I'll buy one cannon just because I can't help it. Oh, it's not what I meant at all. There. I wonder, Game Zero, can you not align with any of the three kingdoms and instead just rely on the pirate cities and become a pirate yourself? And that's good to know. I stand corrected. Game Zero says you gain profit by distance. Any good will give a small profit if you bring it to the nearest town. Never will the base value be lower than what you buy it at town, or lower than when you buy it at town. So for example, we could buy Carapace here in, where are we? Port Meadows. And we could take it wherever we head when we start heading north. Which we shall. Why not? Well, why not? It's because cargo's full. But we'll bring these 10 units of Carapace with us when we leave. And let's see, I also need to think about the other characters, what they're going to be. For me, Reeves still has to be a warrior. I just can't see anything else. I just don't, I don't have it in me. I just can't see anything else for Reeve but warrior. Now the masked guy, Volsevia. I am not too sure about what to make him into. Right, yeah, immune to blind and silence. Plus 8% evasion when flanked. Could be good for a mage. Maybe. I'll wait for smelling salts though in his class. And Hagger! You scurvy dog. You're still a sailor as well. My word. Alright. Looking for the Great Sea? Just keep heading west till you can go north. An iron bow. Okay, off we go after a save, since we actually haven't saved yet for this new game. Season 2, main game 1. Set off on our way. It's too bad you can't actually like become a pirate yourself, like flying the black flag like they do, Game Zero. But that's good to know that you can get along non-aligned. You don't have to align with the kingdom. I think that takes something out of the game though, so we'll align with somebody. For the last playthrough we did Rumane, so now we have to decide Sershal or Yaska for our kingdom, and that's going to determine where we go next. So what do you think? Yeah, you can be independent, but I mean, like, pirates fly the black flag. You know, they're not like we are now. They're distinctly piratey looking, if that makes sense. If you're sailing in deep water, you owe it to your crew to buy a cannon. No sense buying more than one of the same kind, though. You can only use one at a time. But which kingdom did you think we should pick? Game Zero, we've already done Rumane, so that leaves Yaska or Sershul. We don't know all that much about Yaska from our playthroughs, except, of course, well, Yaska is supposed to be a living god, and, somehow I doubt that's true, but, well, you know. And, Sershul, well, I used to think they seemed like the most classic kingdom, kind of neutral, knightly looking kingdom, until in Voidspire Tactics we saw them massacre a village, just because it was there. So, I'm not sure who to go with. Rumane still seems like maybe the most innocent of the three. What's my preference based on my Voidspire experience? Well, we kind of had a love-hate relationship with Sershul in that game. At first, they of course attacked us the moment we saw them. Then they slaughtered a village of innocent people who had helped us, and attacked us some more. And finally, when we crashed, and we happened to be near a friendly face, well, then things started turning around, and they helped us to stop Ekriel and, you know, destroy the Voidspire. So in that sense, I suppose they're bad and good. But as for Yaska, honestly, I don't know much about Yaska, even after Voidspire Tactics. Like I said, I know he at least portrays himself as a godly figure, as a god king. And beyond that, I really don't know much about what's going on with Yaska. I was never even fully clear about why they allied with the villain in Voidspire Tactics. I think he said it was an alliance of convenience, but I'm not sure. I would say Sershul, but the whole, you know, murdering villages and, you know, things like that, it makes me have second thoughts. But on the other hand, any kingdom that's run by someone who considers himself a god is, well, also maybe not good. And they allied themselves with a crazy mage who had the Void Spire. So I gotta look at you to help me make this decision. Okay, he's going on his own, but if needs be, flip a coin. I don't have coins, I have PayPal. Let me ask Google. Well, I rolled a two-sided die and it came up Sertial. So there it is. This is going to be a Sertial game, even though I'm kind of feeling doubtful about Sertial. I must admit. Got the great sword to give to Reeve. This game, Reeve shall be our great sword user. And we also need to get Reeve some armor. No. There we go. Now you look right. And speaking of, we should buy 2 more sets of that. Where did they go? Took my money. That's weird. She didn't mean to grab that. Not the iron flail, the iron mail. Just a little off the mark there. Does not tell Hager, of course. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now we're much better outfitted for ships out to sea and so forth. There's a mining town, but don't let that scare ya. Food's still good, and guild work pays just the same. Need a crew member? Only 10 gold up front and 1 gold a day after. No thank you right now. Goodbye. Hey, sure, why not try? So, Commodore, how are you feeling about your voyage so far? Oh, I'm feeling confident. Got Game Zero with me on the stream. Got all our viewers here to support us. Working for a good cause and back to a fun game. Or I should say a more fun game. What's the right word I'm looking for here? Because I don't want to say Void Spire Tactics wasn't fun, but superior form of fun. I think Horizon's Gate is there. That works. So I feel the same. This is just the beginning of a grand adventure, and I have an idea. There's a channel south of Runewald I heard about a long time ago. Supposedly explorers have found all sorts of cool things there, and sometimes monsters too. We should check it out. We should hire more crew before we go though. Let's try to get 5 people to form a strong landing party. Hold on, you look like a rough sort. No offense. I mean, you could hold your own in a fight. We got use for someone like you. You interested? Oh, maybe. Tell me more. The newest tunnel ran into some beasties. Lost a good miner. Didn't get a good look at him, but there's more than one. Clear the place out, and I reckon there's 500 gold in it for you. And I'll do it. Hold on now, I know I offered, but show me what you got. Show me you got at least 5 people to go in, and I'll open her up. Just wouldn't rest easy with me letting you go in with such a small group. Okay, I'll have to take the boring hireling that's in there. I don't have the money, oops. I'll have to sell our carapace. I wanted to take it further than we had, but unfortunately I didn't keep up with my spending as well as I should have. Did I keep any of our hammer items? I don't know if a flail will work or not. It will not. Well, let's sell the carapace and see if we can get an easy job here at the guild, and hopefully that'll take care of us. The letter to Yaskius. That's not bad. I can't believe I've forgotten how to sell. Oh, right. Right side of the menu. 420 coins, not bad. But we are not prepared to be trading in gold bullion, I think. Except maybe one ingot. One for the road. And with that done, let's save. Oh right, we're not quite done here. We need to get that new guy on board so that we can go through this dungeon. Ooh, we unlocked classes, alright. So let's see, well, we know we're gonna use crossbows with swashbuckler or guns, but they're basically the same thing mechanically. I'm not sure about my main weapon though. I would suppose it would be a sword. And not a dagger. Well, these stars are per job, so, and we can never learn swords from this job, so we'll race crossbow. And we'll make Scout our secondary class. Yeah, that was my plan. Like a sword and maybe a gun or a crossbow. Speaking to Game Zero, of course, he recommends a melee and a ranged weapon at the same time. I kind of got attached to that when we were doing dagger and crossbow in Void Spire Tactics. When we originally played through Horizon's Gate, I did not like crossbows because you have to reload them and you end up spending a turn doing that. But then I realized much later on, well, if you go through Swashbuckler, well, then you get a class ability that takes care of that little problem. So this time around, I think we shall do that. Even though right now our job classes lend themselves more to using daggers than swords. Which could be fine, I guess. And have her save her experience for now to get a better skill than what's presently there. That's interesting. I saw someone unlock Sage and so on and so forth, but nobody can take it. Oh well. Anyway, since they can't be silenced, I think I'm gonna use the masked guy as our mage, or at least one of our mages. I think having two is more practical for this game. But they still need more experience. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's be on our way, shall we? Before we leave, though, I'm reminded food. I'm also reminded armor for the new person. And let's see, since we have more skill at this moment with daggers than swords, even though we want to go with swords later on, I'll go ahead and buy an iron dagger and put it on my character. And we can just put the iron sword in the stash. And I'll also give them an iron crossbow. Shield again goes to the stash. Oh yeah, and we need to buy a hammer. It's actually important that we have this hammer, believe it or not. It's not just all frivolous spending here. Now let me see. Oh wow, he only has a wood crossbow. Too bad he won't be in my party, or I'd buy something nice for him. Woohoo-ha-ha. I don't get that though. I buy one thing and it will travel with my cursor until I put it where it's supposed to be. But if I buy a second thing, they both disappear. Oh well, I'll just, well, I'll spend the money and buy again. I actually noticed Haggard. I recall Haggard starting in all leaf clothing, and he wore that in my party for, gosh, I don't know, at least half the game. It worked just fine for him. Not sure if they removed that or not. But that's just a curiosity thought. What do we have left for gold? 135. Okay, off and on our way. Although, actually, again, I'm reminded we had a job to do here. It helped these folks with their little mine issue. And we'll save. And for now, that's where we're going to end it. Yes, I'm ending on a cliffhanger. Before we head into the mines and find out what it was that killed a miner after they dug a little too deeply in search of ore. So, until then, well, I hope everyone's excited for Season 2 of this particular game. I was in love with it throughout the first run, and I was really wanting to get back to it after Void Spire Tactics. So I just find it to be a very relaxing game for some reason. Plus, there's just so much to do, so much to find and see. So if you didn't watch the first series, well, keep up with this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, with my usual spiel, I will just put in here, Legacy Art Games is first and foremost here to make videos that entertain everybody, but especially we support and spread a positive message about chronically ill and disabled gamers. So if you would like to help us support that particular community and get that message out there, well, I would really appreciate it if you would hit a like for this video. Hit that thumbs up button if you think we deserve it. And if you really like the video, if you really like this kind of content, and I am going to be mixing it up more than I did with the Void Spire Tactics period. We're going to see if I'm not sure about a few, but at least a couple different other games at different times than Horizon's Gate. Horizon's Gate will be daily, but we'll fit time in for some other games there as well. So again, if you think we deserve it, hit a like. If you really enjoyed the content and you'd like to see more, well, it's always encouraging me to see a subscription added to the ranks. I do not make a dime off of your subscription, but it does help add new features to the channel, and it keeps me motivated. So, for now, this has been JT with Legacy Art Games, who was actually going to bed before ending the stream. Or rather, you know what I mean. I'm ending the stream before I go to bed. As you can tell, I need to go to bed, so that will be all for tonight, you guys. I had a great time starting up Horizon's Gate once again. This time with our New Game Plus unique main character, the die-cast character, and we're going to be going for a swashbuckler / tactician. That's the plan for now, at least. And with that said, I wish you guys all the best. Please stay safe out there. I know these are scary times for a lot of us, but you can always come back here to Legacy Art Games, and well, we try to put something new out every single day, so this is a great place to chill out, relax. If you can attend the live streams, great. Don't feel shy about saying hello in chat. And with that said, off I go. You guys have a great one.